You know it. I said it. Nintendo fucking sue me. He literally goes out of his way to be gross at times. He is a little forceful. He's a little toxic. Hello. Welcome back. Since the holidays just passed, I'd love to share a story of my own. When I was just a wee child, my mother and father bestowed me on a beautiful Christmas morning with the one and only Nintendo DS. So one day, later in the year, everyone was getting to experience their first communion, and this was sort of a commonplace for a little girl growing up in Mexico, these kinds of reunions and events. They hosted this big party for the kids in this beautiful party hall. The celebration was fun, but then, as you know, as the party starts to wind down and the hours pass, so do the parents. So with parents on one side of the room and the children on the other, while they occupied themselves with dominoes, we were not interested. So we all whipped out our Nintendo DSs. And in this huddle of children, one thing stood out to me. It was a little party game on a tiny screen, one that I had never seen before at the unripe age of 7. And it was Mario Party DS. It became a staple of that evening. I remember playing as Toad and doing really poorly and losing. It's a beautiful memory, right? Takes me back to the days of my youth. It probably takes you back to the days of your youth. It's such a wholesome, nice memory. So now that the nice things are out of the way, it's time for me to ruin that wholesome memory and ruin your fucking childhood with possibly the most traumatizing Mario video that you will ever see. Mind you, I wrote this and I sort of ruined my own childhood for myself as well. So let's fucking get into it. Well, this is probably going to throw any possible interaction that Nintendo and I could ever have and will probably get me banned from going to Nintendo World, just like they did with Judy Hopps' lover at Disney. But you know what? I'm okay with this. This is something I'm fine with because I like feeding this soul-crushing cringe directly into your ears, and I like speaking it, so it's kind of like my vocation. It's kind of my calling. And it's been a little minute since I've done a tier list ranking dateability. And I decided that this time I wanted to make it even more uncomfortable because I'm also going to be ranking the dateability of characters that are actually fucking animals. But let's ease into all that. I'll be gentle with you. I promise I'll be gentle. Yoshi. You know, this small boy doesn't know how to speak. That is a literal Pokemon. He can only say his name. He's too innocent to appear for this world. So you don't touch him. Don't touch Yoshi. Undateable. Certified undateable animal. Okay? Yoshi is tier A minimum. No! So first, I have to put Yoshi on D because it just feels wrong. It is almost a crime to try to corrupt them in this way. So therefore, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. I know what you're thinking. And you know what? But also, that's an animal. A non-talking animal. I know you're looking at her and being like, but I'm just like, it's the whole Vaporeon thing.
Did you know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding?
All over again. Birdo is going to go right next to Yoshi just because it's sort of like the same idea. And also we don't know much about Birdo. Like she does certainly got some personality, but yeah, I can't stomach the fact that it's the same kind of thing as Yoshi. King Boo. What that tongue do? What that tongue do? Just kidding. I have thoughts about Boo, okay? Hear me out. Boo is the type of ghost that likes to play with his opponents. He is mischievous, or however you say that, and that's a huge understatement. Guy's an all-out sadist, which I, for one, find mouth-wateringly sexy. I mean, come on. Just look at him. Look at his mouth, his round, bodacious form, the tongue, the bling on his head, the tongue, the 1,000-yard stare. Did I forget to mention the fucking tongue? Honestly, I understand why people say I'm a sick freak. Seeing as he's a ghost, won't he go just right through you, given the fact he doesn't have a corporeal form? Okay, let's see if he can touch people. Oh, look, he's causing actual damage! Look! Look! I'm opening my legs. But I embrace it. And if this one day gets shown to a coworker, acquaintance, or an employer, I'll have you know, person that knows me in real life, I'm talking to you, that I stand by everything I say 100% of the time. I am my own biggest fucking advocate, and this side of me is all of me. So when I say that I want to get tongued down by this ghost demon thing, I mean that I want to take the ghost to my penthouse and freak it. Side note, Whenever I think of King Boo, I think of this very obscure little reference. A Star Trek episode, mind you, where Beverly, the ship's head of medical, gets railed by a ghost. And I think, damn woman, it must have been that good, huh? Look at her enjoying herself. Well, would he be a good boyfriend? Well, if you're into the uncorporeal beings that will give you the ecto and the plasm, I say go for it.
I would give him anything he wanted. Wears a crown for a reason. He's the king of cunnilingus.
I don't know if Boo would be a good boyfriend, though, personally speaking, from experience. Sadists aren't that good in the long run. Boo won't consider how you feel. He won't empathize with you. He will be mean to you and not do anything about. That's my 2 cents on the whole situation. But what that tongue do, boy? Like, come on. It's never ending. I'm so fucking sorry. Next, I'm putting Boo on C. Madre, pero ¿por qué me interrumpes? Boo goes on C because C for King of Cunnilingus. I need him so deeply, but that sounded so fucking nasty. I mean, would give you a great time. But partner? Unless you were a queen, Boo? I don't think so. Wario. Life with Wario would keep you on your toes. You never know what wild journey he'd drag you on next. And let's be honest, the guy knows how to rake in the riches. He's rich. He's got a talent for finding gold coins and treasures, which could mean a pretty nice setup financially for you, as long as you don't concern yourself with the morality of how he got it. Just don't expect him to share it all freely. He's a little greedy. He's a little codo, like we say in Spanish. Codo just means cheap, bro. So I just don't know if it would be with another person, but let's just talk about his strong suits, okay? Before I destroy him. Wario's sense of adventure is one of his biggest draws. He's confident, obnoxiously so, extremely wealthy, which is a huge selling point for some people. Guy's got great biceps. Guy's got a creative mustache. See, there's a lot here that I could say, okay, but let's address the absolutely disgusting fucking smell, because it is fucking disgusting. Listen. This guy is nasty. He literally goes out of his way to be gross at times. Money is one thing, but the health of my nostrils is another. But at least he's himself. He doesn't give two shits about what people think about him. He's happy with who he is. And shouldn't we all be? Shouldn't we, despite those things people define as strange or weird, be proud of who we are? I think so. This got deep. I think that says a lot about his character, his confidence, his believing in himself. I admire the guy, I admire his character, but for me, smell is huge. The way someone smells can either make them or break them for me. Really, sometimes if the BO is there, I just cannot deal with that. I get some of you people, and I hate to call you out on it, but some of you have an addiction to the boyfriend armpit smell. I get it. It's a carnal, instinctual pheromone desire. It's a spicy, smelly delight to some of you. But to me, Wario smells like garlic, smells like poo-poo, and I cannot deal with that. Just, how am I forgetting this? This motherfucker doesn't fucking shower. He doesn't shower. He smells like shit. Personally, I have a sensitive nose. I could smell him from a mile away. Is that a problem for me? Yes. No, I think I would stand it. Next, Wario on C. He is functional. He is a person that is very wealthy and self-assured and stuff, but he does smell so fucking bad. Like, okay. Next, Waluigi. I feel like a lot of us have this connection to Waluigi, this astral tie. We all sort of identify with this quirky guy.
We? Now we going to
What
war.
do you mean we? Nintendo?
No, nigga, we as in us. Us. Are you talking about
No,
the movie? Us.
He's personally my pick of the bunch when it comes to Mario Party games. I always play as my boy Waluigi. Mario Kart, my boy Waluigi. Why? Well, because he's just he's romantic, you know? The rose in his mouth gives baby boy. It gives, I'll take you out to dinner. He's a romantic, yes, but he's problematic. I feel like a man this over the top can get very clingy, like a big red flag. I didn't look much into it before, but I wish we knew more about Waluigi. I wish I could talk to him, get to know him a bit. But no. Unfortunately, that cannot happen. So what do we know about this man? He loves to dance. Yeah, that's like the one defining trait that he has. He's flamboyant. He has a great mustache. He's got a face you could sit on. Ignore that last one. Listen, if Luigi's hung, like, this guy's gotta be packing. But would he be a good boyfriend? I think he'd be a little bit too self-loathing to properly take care of a partner. I just see it. Waluigi does deserve love, but I think he tries too hard. There's something about it that I'm just like, this man's gotta be insecure. Waluigi's gonna go on B. Why? Because I think he'd be very talented in the bedroom area. I think he'd be good for like a fling type thing. I think that's it. And also he could take you out to the club and dance, and that would be sublime. What the hell? Indeed, those hip thrusts don't lie. Bowser. Bowser is I got a rant about Bowser for a bit. You guys are probably gonna know where this is going right now. Smash, first of all. Second, I'm about to cook myself here, but do it for all the girlies that are too ashamed to say it. Bro, you know this turtle. You know it. I said it. Nintendo fucking sue me. Girls will never admit it, but I'm telling you.
We? Now we going to What do you mean we?
Something about this hefty dragon man is like. Let me list off the things that I like about Bowser, because there are a lot of things, okay? Besides from the shape and the size. Okay, we talk about Bowser in general. We know that he's the king of the Koopas, powerful, he's rich, he's a daddy, a literal daddy, and he's a good dad. He's a single dad. It takes a lot of work to be a single parent, and I literally, like, shout out to all my single parents out there. That takes time. That takes commitment. That takes, like, a resilience and a discipline you wouldn't even imagine. We can tell that Bowser cares very deeply about his boy. I mean, just look at this. Look at this clip. Look at the way that he covers his kid's eyes. He makes sure he does his homework and all of that. And it's so cute. Now, Bowser in the movie. He is the literal King Rizzler. He is the king of Riz. He wrote the hit song of like 2023 for Princess Peach. Look at his little face! He is just like so thoughtful and so romantical. He practices lines. He's a gift giver. He gets a little bit nervous. He's a little sensitive. And I'm just gonna keep like cooking myself here. Like we're going deeper down the rabbit hole. But that interrogation scene with Luigi, I didn't say it. Bitch, you cannot tell me that the turtle doesn't I want him in a way that will concern most people, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm really not. We've been over this. So in the movie, he does get a little forceful. He is a little forceful. He's a little toxic. The kind of toxic that's about ready to sacrifice all of his prisoners for you, which to Peach seemed absolutely disgusting, but to him it was a grand act of love. Maybe this broken, toxic turtle dude just needs someone to help him, teach him, guide him. I can fix him. And I think the good outweighs the bad, not gonna lie. I mean, we're talking about a fire-breathing turtle, and I'm just a girl, so I think Bowser would be a fine boyfriend. Personally, I think he'd be exciting to date if you were lucky enough, although, yes, a little bit problematic, but I feel like he needs somebody to be committed to. Like, I feel like he keeps going after Princess Peach because he wants to give his boy a mama, you know? That's it. So yes, he's just a little toxic. Do I like a toxic? No, but I do like the idea of a megalomaniac romantic single daddy with a lot of power and, as the Zoomers say, motion. Do we agree? Raise your hand if you think Bowser is a DILF. Raise your fucking hand and be honest. Anyways, yeah. Would he be a good boyfriend? Yep. He would take you out, wine and dine you, show you his affection. That's all I gotta say. I want to put Bowser higher, but he goes on B. Mario. He is the titular hero, the top dog of this franchise. That being said, our top dog's definitely a little boring, a little vanilla through and through. He just seems a little too, how do I say it, straight edge for me. Don't get me wrong, he's a good guy. He's got a little bit of a hero complex, which means that he doesn't stay in his lane. He gets more involved, right? And he's a gentle, certified, chill guy. I feel like he's out here going above and beyond for Princess Peach, but he'd low-key do it for anyone who's in trouble. He's a nice dude. He has shown occasionally shown aggressive or vulgar tendencies throughout his appearances, but in a lighthearted and comic relief manner. A notable exception to this is in Super Mario Momotaro, when Mario is seen holding a gun and aiming at Bowser, although to intimidate him. The title based also on the movie, he is patient with Peach and never really like makes a move or like pressures her into anything. He lets it sort of blossom on its own. It's kind of cute, kind of wholesome, but in the games, he has no game. He literally has no game. He has no Riz. He actually never makes any forward moves on Peach, even though Peach is all out here baking him cake, giving him nose kisses, and biting him over. Mister, what are you missing? Yes, she's personally giving him way to make a move, but he makes none, zero, zip. Also in the game, he's kind of like princess hopping a little bit, princess to princess. Even though that Peach has been his main for a while, he's never out here sweeping her off her feet and making moves on her. And also, I feel like it's sort of player move, pursuing multiple princesses. So either he's just interested in the reward or he's just too clueless to make any moves. And I don't know which one it is. I can't place it. Mario, who are you? Even though that I think he is sort of okay, I know Mario's super busy with saving people and that's sort of like his life and his regimen. So he's a busy guy. And You know what? Is that something you want? Do you always want your man to be heroing up the entire world or other princesses? I don't know. Do you? Mario's going on B, and this is highly debated. He's got 7 kids. Mario? You guys keep saying that. Nobody's explaining anything. Donkey Kong. So this is the moment in the video that you all never expected would come, because this man is not a man at all. This man is an ape, but the ape speaks English. He actually does. And I will tell you one thing, and it might shock you, but he's sort of a catch. Oh my god, reading my fucking garbage is ridiculous. I'm sure we all watched the movie. I'm sure you watched the scene where he's being cocky in the ring. I'm sure that had some lights blinking. For some of you, I'm blushing. And you know what? It's not okay. But it has to be. You might be saying, but Weka, you were talking about Bowser, and he's literally a dinosaur. Dude, yes, correct. I have a conflict with Donkey Kong because he's not just some made-up creature. That is an existing animal on this planet and not a turtle that went to Hot Topic. For this, I enjoyed watching the Donkey Kong show from the 90s. And while it is possibly the most cursed fever dream I have ever seen, I mean, just look at this. Why is he so thick? Oh, the fucking phone. What the hell? It shows something. It shows a few things. Actually, it shows that Donkey Kong is a committed man. He is a loving man. Kong. Gentle giant. Right? Protects those he cares about. Somewhat aggressive if the things he is protecting are in danger. That's sexy. Possessive in a good way. Jeez. So if I keep glazing this fucking ape, we're gonna end up somewhere weird, but just know that he would be a good boyfriend. There are no cons, except for the cockiness, but that's attractive to some, so... Also, he's an ape, but that wouldn't stop some of you, I bet. Like, goddamn it. Donkey Kong goes on A. Yes, he's an ape. Yes, he's an animal. Legitimately a fucking animal. Yes, I know I ranked Yoshi low. He's really cool. He's really chill. I can say, like, he's an extremely helpful person. Real loyal. Yeah. Goes on A. Peach. So, this one's a little tough. My chat kept saying to me that Peach was for the streets. On multiple occasions. Yes, and you might be asking yourself, why? Well, apparently, to everyone on the internet, Peach likes to be captured. Why else would she keep getting captured? And while that is a good game theory, simply put, no one likes getting captured. The fact of the matter is her guards are toads, and against all the muscle that Bowser has, those little guys and their stubby little legs don't stand a fucking chance.
This is ridiculous. That's a really good song.
That's why she gets kidnapped so often, not because of Stockholm Syndrome fetish complex thing, but because Bowser is insistent as Peach is not for the streets, and I will prove it. Look, she's tired. She's done. We have multiple instances of her trying to defend herself, and I think it's prevalent in the way that she operates. Also, she's always been with her one and only dude. Let's be honest. Have you seen Peach kiss any other dudes in the nose? Canonically, you never have. That's just how it is. I think that she's good. I think Peach is good. Even with her having princessly duties, she makes time for her friends all the time. She asks Mario over for cake, and she tries her best. In the movie, she's a baddie. A lot of things are good. Now, let's just talk about the sole fact that this girl is really wonderful. But I feel like in the game, she's just too, like, meh. Even though she's been proven to be a caring girl, she's just sort of like unsurprising to me, as in too boring. And there's just something about it. Don't get me wrong. The way that she is written is great at times, like in the movie. They essentially turned Peach into a more Daisy type. But at the end of the day, it's everything as a whole. Peach is also getting kidnapped every other week. That's a lot to handle. So to be fair, although I don't think it's her fault, I'd be leaving that to the pros, and that's a f***ing headache in and of itself, genuinely. If dating this girl came with dealing with an obsessive fire-breathing turtle, then I'd let Mario handle all of that. Okay, next, Peach goes on A because she's just overall good. She's very much cookie cutter and very vanilla, so that's why she goes on A. Like, she's a solid A, right alongside Donkey Kong. Actually, I think Donkey Kong goes in front of her. Not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. Judging our bro Yoshi. No, shut the fuck up. Daisy. This girl is so fucking cute. Daisy is known to be sort of the tomboy figure of the group. She's a spunky and athletic one. She doesn't take shit from nobody, and I really respect her for that. Look at her just smacking the fuck out of Bowser. We all should be a little bit like Daisy, I think. Honestly, there's just not much to say about Daisy, really. She hasn't really had a story focus in the past except for that first game she was a part of, and even then it was pretty lackluster. But honestly, we all know a girl like Daisy. These types of girls, they know what they want and they act in consequence. They don't play around. Sort of like a no fuss, no mess type of lady. And while all of that is good and fine, some are not really equipped to deal with all of that and to give them all of that, right? What if one day she shows up with a leash and a collar? Are you willing to take that? I identify with Daisy most of all, but damn, are we hard to deal with sometimes. Daisy has also been going steady with Luigi for the longest time, which means that she's a committed girl. She doesn't play around. Her and Luigi are so freaking cute, and I respect that about her. So would she be a good girlfriend? I think that there's a lot of her that she can give, especially with the way that she is with Luigi and how she treats Luigi. It's really cute. So would she be a good girlfriend? Yes. Yes. I'm putting Daisy on S just because she's the type of girl that's down. Like, she's down. She's shown to sort of be only interested in one guy, that guy being Luigi. So she's committed. She's loyal. She ain't for the fucking streets. I think it's great. Rosalina. I think a lot of people connect to Rosalina's story. In Mario Galaxy, her story was actually what I looked for. There's a hair. There's a fucking hair. Bitch. Oh my god. I think a lot of people connect to Rosalina's story. In Mario Galaxy, her story was actually what I looked forward to hearing about the most. It was sad, but beautiful. She essentially stepped up to taking care of an orphan Luma and is very caring, very selfless. She could have gone home, but she chose not to. She chose to be the mama of every star in the galaxy. She's peak. I feel she's caring of the Lumas. She's devoted. She's absolutely fucking gorgeous, but also she's space. Have you seen under that girl's skirt? She is the cosmos. She's a tall girl too. Also, she's a bazillion years old. I don't know what else to say. We all love a star mom. She's incredibly powerful. Actually, this girl can literally fly and speak telepathically to you. I don't know how much this girl's got to juggle with taking care of so many kids. And that goes towards you as well, person watching this video. Are you willing to be a step parent to a gazillion stars? Yes, Rosalina's busy taking care of them, and you can tell, but I don't think most people, including myself, would mind a family life in f***ing space. Like, for this girl, anything. I would help her take care of the little guys if it meant hanging out in space and taking a load off of her shoulders. Would she be a good girlfriend? Yes. 100%. Yes, she is so caring and sweet. Yes, she would be a good girlfriend. We got Rosalina on S tier as well, just because she's very motherly and she's very caring. She is a couple thousand years old, so if that's like a deal breaker for you, I don't think it would be for anyone. I personally was going to rank her lower just because she's a very busy character, but the way she is and the way she protects things and prioritizes things and just really cares just makes it seem like she would be a really good partner in a relationship. If you want to rule the cosmos with her, I mean, fucking, there you go. There's your girl. Luigi. He's a cutie patootie, bro. He's often portrayed as very timid and jumpy because of the whole Luigi's Mansion franchise, it's super cute. And while researching for this video, I found this article. I'm gonna read you a little segment of it, okay? Which I think sums up Luigi pretty damn perfectly. What you want in your life is a Luigi. And not just because he's tall and has a cute mustache. These are just hot bonuses. No, what you want is that lovable goofiness, the ability to be serious and skilled when the time comes, but also laid back and silly as well. All right, article. Okay, you convinced me. This is probably also one of the best articles I've ever read in my entire life. Yes, Luigi is a catch. Straight up. And let me explain why. He's in touch with his feelings. He isn't afraid to show it. In the games, he's always been steady with one girl, with Daisy, not going for multiple girls like his playboy brother Mario. No, he's always had his eyes set on his main girl, which means he's loyal. And that means that he'd be loyal to you. He'd be loyal to me. Just such a plus for him. I don't know. It feels like such a plus. Like a loyal man, I got you. Like, I come here into my arms, please. Now, let me just say what we're all thinking, okay? And I'm going to say it. Luigi's a bottom. Yeah, Luigi would take it, you know? If you know what I mean. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. That interrogation scene in the movie hooked all of our brains a bit. And I know you agree if you're watching this. It was kind of hot. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I remember watching that scene and being like, excuse me? Like, whoa, why is this nice? Like, why do I like this? He was getting his mustache pulled and just getting dominated all tied up. I'm cooking myself here. It's a little bit sad. I'm gonna be honest. I'm revealing my hand here, folks. It's okay. I know I'm not the only one here that feels this way. You know who you are. And you know that this scene was top notch. We all want to tie up some cutie patootie with a mustache. We all want to do it. We all want to do it. Not just me.
Now we going to war. What do you mean we?
So let's just address the elephant in the room now. Okay. So years ago, Nintendo made some promotional pictures for Mario Super Tennis something game. And in this promotional picture, you can clearly see a figure, a form, an outline, a lump. Yep, I said it. And just look at it. Look at it. I can't be the only one who sees it. And I'm right, the whole internet saw it. It looked at me first, bro. He's packing. I didn't say that. MadPat did. So people started making their own theories about how big it was, etc., etc., etc. MadPat, being MadPat, I don't know, but he made a video analyzing it. I'll let him do the explaining here for a second.
Gain on average 50% length, which boy howdy means that Luigi's looking at a total of 6.99. Oh heck, let's just round it up to 7 total inches or 17.78 centimeters. Well above average according to the British Journal of Urology study last year that found that the average length of a man's disco stick is about 5.2 inches. It's no wonder that Daisy sticks around.
He does not display big dick energy, but he has it. Okay. And before you shut the damn video off, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I see no negatives with Luigi. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I just want to say, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean. This is just a general thing I'm saying. But there's nothing wrong with a big boat. I said it. Okay? Luigi is actually the best. He's the best. I see no cons. I see no cons. I see no cons. And you're gonna say like, oh, but he's a scaredy cat. And who wouldn't be? Have you never been scared of a ghost? Or something? I agree with this man. This is my man. Luigi is my man. He's my man. He's the man. Luigi is the man! Last but not least is Luigi on S tier. #1 spot. Stop talking about the dick size. Fuck's sake. Stop talking about the dick size. I think he excels on a lot of ranges. Therefore, he gets #1. He dangles down to earth. Shut the fuck up. We're done. So if you think of me completely differently after finishing this video, you know, I'm sorry. I had a lot of things to say in regards to this one, and I'm glad that you guys made it all the way through, so here's your reward. Did I ruin your childhood a bit? Maybe. Tell me what you thought in the comments. I really appreciate all of you guys for sticking around with me this year. This is my first year of YouTube. I think this is going to be the last video of the year. And I don't know, just everything you guys have done for me thus far is incredible. You know, the support has been incredible and amazing. The people that come over to my Twitch and hang out with me and say hi, you guys flatter me beyond belief. Like there is nothing that I'd rather do than this. So thank you so much for supporting me on this journey. I hope to see you soon again and have a good start of the year. To a whole new year of WekaSuwi content. That's crazy. And as some of you guys already know, I'm on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, hanging out there if you guys want to come and say hi. And so I hope I didn't scare you off too bad. But thank you guys for being here and thank you for listening to my ramblings. So